Hey everybody, welcome to Theme Park Today. It's Kurt. I'm staying at the Hyatt Place in Glendale. Pretty sure that's what it's called. But we are here for Universal Fan Fest at Universal Studios Hollywood. So let's do a room tour of this hotel, just in case you want to stay at this hotel while you're visiting Universal Studios. And let's get started. So as always, if you've never watched a room tour from us before, always start by the front door. On our left, we have nothing. So on our right is the bathroom. So first when you walk in, like I said, on the right, you have your bathroom. It's a pretty spacious bathroom, if I'm honest. We've stayed at the Hyatt in Pasadena and then also the Universal Sheraton. And I feel like this is probably equivalent bathroom size to both of those hotels, if you're planning on coming up and staying for Universal Hollywood Studios. So here you have your two towel racks. You have another towel rack here. The shower is also pretty huge with these glass doors. Quite heavy. You have more towels. You have your skincare. Have a little footrest. Yeah, just your standard shower. And then you have your toilet and a very large mirror that goes all the way across. Hi. I'm very excited for Fan Fest. Check out the video right here on our YouTube channel, all about Universal Studios Hollywood Fan Fest nights. Fan Night Fest. Here's your sink. There's honestly a lot of counter space, which is nice. I have pretty big hands and there's some room on either side. But then there's also this up here, which is nice. I kind of wish it would have extended, but you know what? It's okay. Right there, you have your hairdryer, and you have some storage space down below. Here you have your outlets. So that is just for that. Oh, the mirror has a light too. Very nice. Ooh, ambient lighting. All right. Over here you have another light switch. And that is just for the entryway. So that's nice. We stayed at some hotels where like these light switches up in the front of the room control the entire room or just like random parts. So it's nice that it's a little bit more separate here. Okay, now onto the main part of the room. So in here, we have the king bed with a sleeper sofa, which is, I want to say probably a twin size sleeper sofa, maybe a full, but that does come out into a sleeper sofa. And you can have another person sleep here. But this is the king size room, and we got a corner room. I'm not sure if it's because we checked in early on the Hyatt app, or if it's because we're Hyatt members and they gave us an upgrade, not sure, but it's a corner room on the 9th floor, so we have some pretty nice views. So if you're not gonna use this as a sleeper sofa, nice little reading area, or just a place to rest with an ottoman, a nice touch. So out here, we get to look west, and it's just really pretty. You get to see Griffith, you get to see Burbank and some of the mountains up over there. And then right down here is Central Avenue in Glendale, which goes right to a huge mall, the Brand and the Americana. Now the bed, pretty big bed. Thankfully there are 4 pillows, which again, if you've seen any of our other YouTube videos, I'm a 2-pillow sleeper, so I'm glad that there's 4 pillows. We have our bedside lamps that turn on, and they're on like little swivel arms. So that's neat. With 2 outlets. Okay, I will say, I see outlets down below. This is weird to me. Why are there outlets up on top? Your cords are just gonna have to hang. Like, hopefully your cords are long enough where your phone isn't just like dangling, you know? So that's, honestly, that's a little odd. I've seen that a couple times and it's just a little weird to me. Down here, oh, that's a little dirty. Down here there is another outlet, but there's just one. So you can still use that and it pops up there, but you can use that there. The bed felt kind of soft, so that's nice. We'll do our bed test later. Same thing over on the left side of the bed, except this side you have a clock. Oh, okay. Well, you have a clock. There's also, it looks like a USB and a USB-C port. So that's nice, because I think you lose both of your outlets on this side. So left side of the bed only has this thing up here. And then, oh, I forgot to show there's like this lamp up here. There's also a lamp on the desk. Otherwise, there's no overhead lighting, which is nice. All right, this way is south-ish, and right here is the Macy's. So that's the brand mall, and then that little pointy thing right there is where the Americana and Outdoor Mall is. But you can also see, if I zoom in, you can also see the LA skyline. Look at that back there. Nice. This is a really pretty view for this room. I really hope, let me zoom out so it's not crazy, but I really hope that that's not another room, because that would be really weird. I mean, it's tinted, but still. And then another kind of strange thing, I'm used to having the closet like right when you walk in, like right over here, except this time, it's all the way on the other side of the room. We have this desk with your phone, another lamp, terrible lighting, a little coffee maker. They gave us this at the front desk. And on here you have your coffee and your tea and some mugs and your ice chest. That's some storage. We have our fridge in here. Let's see if it's cold. Ooh, it is. And then I also just saw there's some more outlets up here. Oh, there's more up here. All right, so plenty of outlets in this hotel. That's nice. What is this? Oh, yes. So breakfast is not included in your hotel stay, but they do serve breakfast downstairs from 7 a.m. till 9 p.m. in like the little restaurant nook thing downstairs. And it is like $11 or $12 per person, which honestly isn't bad. But if you're going to stay here, there are so many places to eat in Glendale that are way more worth it. So don't waste your money having breakfast here. Go out and find a restaurant in Glendale. There's so many restaurants that are walkable. Recommend all of them. They're all delicious. And then here I just noticed on the TV, they have this like fun thing that's attached. So you don't have to like fiddle with the back. You can put like your HDMI, you can like plug HDMIs in, your headphones. There's like little USB things here. That's cool. I kind of wish all hotels had that. That's really nice. And we have another little lamp. Better lighting. Yay. Also a lot of counter space, a lot of room to put stuff. We have 3 drawers and they're huge. Nice. All right, let's look in the closet. All right, so this is for you, the sleeper sofa. I'm sure it's like a comforter, a little blanket, and a pillow up here. We have your iron and ironing board both in here. There is no safe in this room. Just notice that. We don't need one this trip, but if you do need one, or if you prefer to have a safe, there is no safe in this room. You have your hangers, you have a laundry bag, and thankfully for one of our watchers in the comments, I know now that this is a luggage rack. And then there's some storage down there for your shoes. And that's it. That's the whole room. It's pretty bare bones, nothing crazy, but it's a nice room. I feel like it's perfect for us, just like driving up for the day, staying just one night and making a weekend out of it and going to Universal. So this is like a perfect little situation for us. And distance-wise, there was a little bit of traffic, so it was like a 20-minute drive from the time that we left the Universal parking lot to the hotel. I think I'll keep you updated in the morning on the traffic going back to Universal, because we just went cinnamon roll at the Sanrio store. Check out our Instagram for that, at Theme Park Today. He was really cute. But let's do the bed test before I get even more sidetracked. Also, fingers crossed for this audio because I don't have my microphone, because Universal Hollywood doesn't let you in with microphones. So sorry about that, especially if you go over to the FanFest nights. Fingers crossed for that audio. This is a huge bed. Can you even see me? This is a huge bed. This is massive. I'm very excited. Oh, it's soft though. It was a little rough when we landed, but she's soft. It's gonna be comfortable. The one last thing that I do want to say is that this hotel's parking situation is not ideal. I think the parking situation at the Hyatt Place in Pasadena was better. It's an extra 10-minute drive, so take that into consideration. Hotel affiliated parking, they only have valet, and it's really expensive. Tonight it was $48. I'm sure that changes. We're here on a Saturday night. Maybe that's the most expensive that it is. They said that you could park in like this third-party parking lot that's like not affiliated with the hotel, but that was like $38 or something. And I was like, I'd rather pay $10 to make sure that my car is safe and like protected by the hotel. So that's up to you. I think it's worth it to do that. It is really expensive, but we're closer to the park. There's a lot of things to do around Glendale, so just take all of that into consideration. They do have, though, the valet will send you a text whenever you want to request your car, so you don't have to go down to the lobby and request it with the valet person and then wait. So they said like 10 to 15 minutes before you need your car, respond to that text that they send you and just say, hey, I'm ready for my car, and then wait like 10-15 minutes and then go down and your car should be out there. So we'll see if that happens. I'll let you know. But this is what that looks like. So here's the text that they send, and you have to follow this link. Okay, so you put in your phone number. All right, so I put in my phone number and it sent me a code to verify that it was my phone number. And then this is my valet pass, and I guess it's just all online. So valet received your vehicle, add payment, add stay details to hit unlock valet pass. Okay, so then you'll put your payment information in. So I entered my payment information and everything, and this is what it looks like. So I can hit this to request my vehicle, and it tells me when I'm checking in, when I checked out, and if I hit request my vehicle, and then you just have to confirm that you've hit it. We don't need it yet, so I'm not going to do that, but that's the process. And like I said, I'll keep you posted on that and make sure that it is as efficient as hopefully it sounds, but we'll see. I do think that it's going to be better than going down and waiting however long for your vehicle. When we got here, we did say that we were going to be leaving in like an hour, and he said that he'll keep our car like more to the front. So yeah, that's our experience. I'll check back in with you tomorrow morning, and then that'll be the end of the video. All right, good morning, everybody. It's the next day. Universal Fan Fest nights, 1,000,000 out of 10. It was a lot of fun. Check out our video right here on our YouTube channel. The bed was very comfortable. I did go to bed at 4:30 in the morning because I edited that video when we got home. So I don't know if it was the bed was super comfortable or if I just died in my sleep. But it was comfortable either way. I didn't wake up. The car valet situation with the whole text thing, pretty efficient. We waited maybe like 30 seconds to a minute once we actually got downstairs. I would say wait a full 10 minutes. It does have a bar that shows you like the progress of picking up your car. But yeah, I liked it. I liked it much more than just going down there and awkwardly waiting with him. But yeah, all right, that's it. That's my room tour of the Hyatt Place. My brain always wants to say Palace because of Crystal. The Hyatt Place in Glendale for Universal Studios Hollywood. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you are going to stay here or want to stay here. And subscribe to our channel. Bye.